Ibrahim Traoré versus Cyril Ramaphosa, two faces of African leadership. Imagine a continent divided between two visions of leadership. On one side, a 34-year-old soldier who rose to power through a military coup, hailed as a hero by the youth. On the other, a billionaire businessman turned politician, guiding Africa's strongest democracy. Two presidents, two Africas, two futures. Today, we uncover the clash between Burkina Faso's Ibrahim Traoré and South Africa's Cyril Ramaphosa, and what their leadership means for Africa's destiny. The rise of Ibrahim Traoré, Africa's youngest leader. In September 2022, the world was stunned when news broke from Burkina Faso. A little-known army captain named Ibrahim Traoré had led a coup against the government. In a matter of hours, the 34-year-old became the youngest head of state in the world. But Traoré's rise wasn't about ambition alone. Burkina Faso was collapsing under endless terrorist attacks, poverty, and corruption. Entire villages lived in fear. People were tired of broken promises from politicians. Traoré positioned himself not as a power-hungry dictator, but as a savior of the nation. His military fatigues, fiery speeches, and calls for African unity made him a symbol of hope, not just in Burkina Faso, but across the continent. Supporters call him Africa's Thomas Sankara, comparing him to the revolutionary leader who dreamed of a self-reliant Africa. But Traoré's critics worry, will this young soldier protect democracy, or bury it under military boots? The legacy of Cyril Ramaphosa, South Africa's businessman politician. Thousands of kilometers south lies Cyril Ramaphosa, president of South Africa since 2018. Unlike Traoré, Ramaphosa didn't rise with guns. He rose with words, business deals, and political compromise. He was a key figure in the anti-apartheid struggle, a man who once stood beside Nelson Mandela. Later, he built a business empire, becoming one of Africa's richest men. When he became president, South Africans saw him as a symbol of stability, someone who could rescue the nation from corruption and economic decay. But his journey has not been easy. South Africa faces unemployment, poverty, and rising crime. Ramaphosa often talks about investment, diplomacy, and long-term stability. Yet many accuse him of being too slow, too soft, and too comfortable in the world of politics. Where Traoré's strength is fire and force, Ramaphosa's strength lies in patience and negotiation. Two leaders, two Africas. The contrast between these two men is striking. Traoré, military uniform, youth, revolution, anti-Western stance. Ramaphosa, business suit, experience, diplomacy, pro-international cooperation. One relies on military strength. The other relies on political institutions. One represents the anger and energy of Africa's youth. The other represents the caution and pragmatism of Africa's elders. But here's the bigger question. Which vision is better for Africa? The symbolism. Traoré's rise sends a message. Africa's young generation is tired of corruption, tired of being controlled by outsiders, and tired of leaders who live in luxury while their people suffer. Ramaphosa, on the other hand, symbolizes continuity. His style appeals to international investors, Western governments, and those who believe stability is more important than radical change. But stability without progress can feel like stagnation, and revolution without vision can end in chaos. The future of African leadership. What makes this comparison so fascinating is that both men exist in the same era. While Traoré rallies crowds with fiery speeches, Ramaphosa sits at international summits, shaking hands with global leaders. While Traoré pushes for independence from foreign influence, Ramaphosa negotiates trade deals with the same foreign powers. Two different strategies, two different Africas. But in the end, both are fighting for the same thing, survival and progress for their people. So, who do you think represents the future of Africa? The fiery young revolutionary in Burkina Faso, who wants to shake the system from its roots? Or the experienced statesman in South Africa, who believes in diplomacy and compromise? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Africa's most fascinating leaders, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more stories of the leaders shaping our world.